Yes. Just double check, make sure names match numbers. Did you make that change?
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
Ours is.
Should be 0.
Yeah. Rosters. 40, 30 should be 44.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
surviving.
Okay, got him. Should be
Got 11 starters for both.
good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep.
Okay.
We are missing 15 and 16 on the rosters.
Add them, please.
So,
Okay, so at 22,
Good catch.
23 minutes on the
Fire
clock,
guy, fine first.
play your first 2 breaks, okay?
Every year they flip flop it once G-Pack hits.
15, right around 15, Matt will be, and then we're gonna open up that window. We're gonna stick this mic where it needs to go, so we'll try to pick up whatever PA there is. So you don't do anything different.
this group of seniors put in to reestablish a culture built on faith, family, and soccer. As this group gets ready to leave Dordt, we're excited to see the kingdom impact these young men will have. Now let's introduce the senior players. Our first senior, Marco Lahnen from Munhensi, Germany. Marco is graduating with a degree in civil engineering. After graduation, he plans to go back home and pursue a master's degree. He's accompanied by his mother, Magdalena Lahnen, and his father, Frank Lahnen. Elias Obink. Elias is from Sioux Center, Iowa, graduating with a degree in physics and mathematics. After graduation, he plans to attend graduate school for physics. He's accompanied by his parents, Tim and Marlis Obink. Sam Eppinga. Sam is from Sioux Center, Iowa, graduating with a degree in civil and environmental engineering. After graduation, he plans to work and study abroad program in New Zealand for a year, and then accept a position as a site designer at Bolton and Mank Engineering. He's accompanied by his parents, Robin and Sarah. Next up, Nolan Carroll. Nolan is from Granville, Michigan, graduating with a degree in finance and accounting. After graduation, he plans to join Comerica Bank full-time. He's accompanied by his parents, Tim and Carla. Joey Van Hofwegen. Joey's from Linden, Washington, graduating with a degree in business administration with an emphasis in finance and management and a minor in economics. After graduation, he plans to work as a commercial insurance broker for Mana Insurance Group. He's accompanied by Tyler Van Hofwegen. And lo and behold, here comes Tyler Van Hofwegen. He is from Linden, Washington. He's graduating with a degree in business administration with an emphasis on marketing and entrepreneurship. After graduation, he plans to pursue an MBA and work locally in manufacturing. Noah Miller. He is from Kelowna, Iowa, graduating with a degree in mechanical engineering. After graduation, he plans to accept an offer from a firm in the Iowa City area. And he is also accompanied by Joey Van Hofwegen. Jacob Narkis. From Watertown, Wisconsin, graduating with a degree in actuarial science and finance. After graduation, he plans to move south to pursue a profession in finance or actuarial science. He's accompanied by his parents. Tyson Reitzma. Tyson's from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and will be graduating with a degree in business administration. After graduation, he plans to work in the financial planning industry. He is accompanied by his dad and mom, Ryan and Jennifer Reitzma, his girlfriend, Emma Visser, and brother, Colin Reitzma. Dylan McIntosh. Dylan's from Longmont, Colorado, graduating with a degree in accounting and finance. After graduation, he plans to return to Colorado and work as a financial analyst. He's accompanied by his dad, Scott, his brother, Logan, and girlfriend, Emma Maury. Anton Forsch. Anton is from Karlsruhe, Germany, graduating with a degree in finance and a minor in economics and accounting. After graduation, he hopes to attend grad school in the U.S. or Europe. He is accompanied by Selby and Rachel Hansen. Stephen Hodis. Stephen's from Overland Park, Kansas, graduating with a degree in biology. After graduation, plans to attend PT school and become a physical therapist. He's accompanied by his mom, Nasia Hodis, grandpa Gail Brooks, and fiance Sydney Schwartz. Nikhil Agaleu. Nikhil's from Tirana, Albania, graduating with a degree in mechatronics engineering and electrical engineering. He is currently seeking job opportunities. Enzo Lira de Paula. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, graduating with a degree in economics. After graduation, he plans to build his career in economics and finance, aiming to contribute to the banking sector or financial institutions. He's accompanied by his dad and brother. Pedro Menezes. Pedro is from Lisbon, Portugal, graduating with a degree in finance. After graduation, plans to get a job in the finance industry in the U.S. and start his career. He is accompanied by his girlfriend, Kendra. Our final senior, Micah Brower. Micah is from San Marcos, California, graduating with a degree in computer science. After graduation, he plans to return to California and work as a software engineer. Join me once again in thanking these student athletes for their dedication to Dordt University and the men's soccer program over the past several seasons.
And welcome to the Defender Soccer Complex. Soccer doubleheader today here in Sioux Center, Iowa, on the campus of Dordt University. It is the GPAC opener for both Dordt and their opponent, the Midland Warriors, traveling from Fremont, Nebraska. Yes, it's a little bit later than we thought, as Midland had some bus and transportation issues, so we're starting 1 hour later, but it's good to have you joining for Defender Soccer on the Dordt Media Network. Dordt has been idle for a week. They come in with a 2-2-2 record. Last time out, lost to St. Ambrose on the road. It was 4-1 in that one. Midland also has been idle for a week. Both of these teams have had 7 days to prep. Last time out, Midland, scoreless tie at home against Ottawa, and Midland comes in receiving votes in the NAI. They are the highest ranked team in the GPAC. They come in 5-1-1, including a couple of wins over ranked teams, Oklahoma City and Columbia. Their only loss to 23rd ranked Clark back on August 28th. Let's take a look at the men's soccer standings heading into today. And of course, this is the GPAC opening weekend, so we'll just give you overall records. Concordia 2-5, Hastings 3-2-2, Dordt 2-2-2, Mount Marty 2-1, Doane and Waldorf each have one win. They're both 1-5. Midland leads this group with a 5-1-1 record. Dakota Wesleyan 2-5. Northwestern off to a good start, 4-1-1 on the year. Briarcliff is 3-3. GPAC scoreboard right now, men's soccer in Orange City, Northwestern leading Concordia by a 2-0 score. Briarcliff leads Doane 2-1, and those are the only two games that I see that are underway right now. In terms of Dordt athletics, playing host to Morningside in GPAC volleyball, JV at 1:30. Varsity is a 3 o'clock start. We'll keep a close eye on that one. I'm going to pause with the pregame show. We got to do the introduction of the lineups, and then we'll have the opening kick right after the national anthem. You're watching Defender Soccer, Dordt Media Network. And welcome back to the Defenders Soccer Complex. GPAC opener for Dordt University as they take on Midland, a team receiving votes in the national poll. Dordt coming in with a 2-2-2 record. Midland 5-1-1. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for Dordt University, under head coach Eric Bordeaux, assisted by the great David Lee, Seth Lewison, and Cole Hausch. They will run I wrote it down. I think it's a 3-4-3 today. Shad Jagger is in goal. He is a freshman from Olathe, Kansas. The back line, and it's a very good one, and they will be under duress this afternoon. A very good Midland offense. It's Anton Forsch, Levi Jagger, and Pedro Menezes. Your midfield consists of Julian Jansen, Nolan Carroll, Pedro Martin Domingo, and Vincent Croney. Up front, Jacob Narcus, Joseba Zabala, and Tate Hansen rounds out the starting lineup as rain starts to come down. That's a nice added pleasure to this experience. And so the field conditions will be a little bit wet. For Midland, under head coach Josh Nakayama in his 5th season, Midland, they will run also a 3-4-3. Tomas Reyes is the goalie. He's in the back line. Thomas Gibson, Lucas Foreman, and Nathan Powis. Your midfield is Hugo Fraguero, Uga Razada, Alia Salvatore Antonini, and Matush Vilna. Up front, Nacho Salmurin, Adriano Polani, and Marco Reyes Ruiz. Those are your starters, and Midland will get the first half possession. And we are underway. Doubleheader today on the GPAC opener, and the rain is coming down here. We've had overcast skies most of the day, but the rain has started to come down. According to Coach Bordeaux, this is a very good Midland team, and they are a very potent offense. You look at the numbers that they have done so far this season. They have scored 17 goals, given up just 5, 94 shots. Total shots in 7 matches. Dordt on the attack, and a good overlapping run for the defenders. That is Zabala. He'll carry it to the corner. Zabala looking to cross it in, and he will go to the far post. No one home. It'll be a goal kick. Dordt off to a 2-2-2 start. Lost to Trinity Christian 2-0, but then they had a stretch of 3 straight matches where they did not give up a goal. A scoreless tie to St. Francis. Beat Bethel of Kansas 3-0, beat Providence 3-0, tied St. Mary 1-1 last time out against St. Ambrose on the road, a 4-1 loss against what should be, once it's all said and done, a pretty good St. Ambrose team. It was tie 1-1. Dordt uncharacteristically gave up 3 second-half goals in that 4-1 loss. The first one being a PK, and that happened all in a span of 6 minutes. Otherwise, they played even with St. Ambrose and the Fighting Bees. Coach Bordeaux, in his 3rd season, he spent 4 years as an assistant. He was also a player for 3 years, 10 years with this soccer program. Both the great David Lee and Cole Hausch in their 3rd year as an assistant with the program. David Lee, a former player as well. He was a standout player from 2014 to 2017. Defenders. On the attack, Zabala knocked to the ground and a foul against Midland, and Dordt will have it on their offensive 3rd. Dordt coming in, they have scored 8 goals, given up 7. Dordt giving, that's a goals against average 1.2, 1.5 goals per game. And a fun fact about this defender team, 8 different guys have scored a goal this season. Nobody has more than 1. And in terms of assists, Enzo Lira de Paula's got 2 assists. Everybody else has got 1. This is a pretty balanced group. Number of different players can make an impact. There's a ball into the box, played out well by Reyes, the goalkeeper, and a shot, and the defender's wide right. I think that was Narcus with the shot on goal. Not on goal, goes wide right. Defenders will have a corner kick coming. That's Anton Forsch, the senior back, one of the seniors recognized prior to the match. This was senior day for both the men's and women's programs. Forsch will be taking the corner kick. And he'll play it short. He'll get the return pass. Force takes a touch, puts it into the box. Dordt, can they mount a shot? Midland trying to get it out. Dordt frantically going after it. And it was Vincent Croney there. And Midland will get it out, and the referee's going to signal play on. Defenders will drop it back off to Shad Jagger, the freshman goalkeeper, the younger brother of our center back, Levi Jagger. Levi Jagger, second-team all-conference performer last year. Marco Lawnen, all-conference. Tyson Reitzma, two-time all-conference. And senior midfielder Nolan Carroll, another returning all-conference player. Last year, the defenders went 4-3-3 in the league, finished 6th place. 6-8-4 lost to Northwestern in the GPAC quarterfinal. They were picked 8th out of 11 teams in the GPAC preseason poll. Midland again, they are off to a 5-1-1 start last time out. They played to a scoreless tie. Good through ball there. Nobody home, though, for the defenders. Dordt with a good start, opening 5 minutes. I give Dordt the advantage in terms of time of possession and controlling things right now. Midland tied Ottawa last time out. They're unbeaten over their last 4 matches. Wins over Friends, York, a ranked Columbia team, and that tie against Ottawa, their only setback against Clark. 23rd ranked Clark back on August 28. And a whistle, and it'll be a throw in for the defenders. Dordt will control things. Carroll will play it back to Menezes. Menezes. Midland, a team that went 6-2-2 last year, a 3-way tie for 3rd place along with Hastings and Northwestern. They were the number 4 seed, lost to Hastings in the GPAC quarterfinal. And a foul against Midland. Knocked to the ground was Zabala. They returned 7 starters, 20 players, including the GPAC Player of the Year, Hugo Garcia. Scored 12 goals, 4 assists last year. Reigning GPAC Player of the Year, he leads the team with 6 goals and 3 assists. Here comes a free kick for the defenders. That is Martin Domingo who will take it, and it goes off the far sideline. And a throw coming up for Midland. So keep an eye on Hugo Garcia Rosado, reigning GPAC Player of the Year. Lucas Foreman, one of their backs, also a all-conference selection. There's a ball played in the box, and the goalie's going to let it ride. It's a new Tomas Reyes returns as one of the goalkeepers. Last year he went 4-1-1 at a goals against average of below 1, so he's another key returner. It's a big roster. When they sent it to me, I had to do a double take, but it's just a huge roster numerically. Looks more like a football roster. I'd say there's probably 40 to 50 names on it. Now, how many will play? I'm told about 17 to 18, but we'll see. That is the roster that Athletic Communications Director Jeff Braun sent us. Dordt volleyball in action against Morningside. Key critical conference matchup for the defenders, coming off a great win Wednesday night on the road up at the Corn Palace. I don't know, actually. They probably didn't play in the Corn Palace. Volleyball sometimes plays in the Dakota Wesleyan Rec Center, but a win over a ranked Dakota Wesleyan team. Morningside, a team receiving votes, and if the defenders can get this one, that's 2 big wins for the defenders this week in GPAC volleyball. Battle for it at midfield. On the outside, that is Marco Reyes Ruiz, and it's knocked away by the defenders. Dordt going to the attack. Force wants to change the point of attack. He'll reverse the field out to Menezes. Menezes will take a couple of touches. He'll play the long ball. Narcus trying to run under it. Narcus will have it. Narcus at his feet will try to chip the goalkeeper. And running it down are the defenders. Here's a shot back into the middle. Dordt really putting a lot of pressure on this back line for Midland. Midland is going to get it clear. Good step by the center back, Jaeger. Jaeger plays it to Jansen, and they're going to play on. A little bit of a collision. Referee says play on. I think the center official is going to have his work cut out for him this afternoon. It's not going to be an easy game by any means to referee. Polani lost the handle. Good takeaway by the defenders. And Dordt will play it out with Jansen. And now Dordt will turn it over. There's a shot off the crossbar. Shot off the crossbar by number 15, Salmeron. Now Midland all of a sudden has kicked it into high gear. They have a very good offense, a fast strike offense, says head coach Eric Bordeaux, and they nearly got one there. They nearly stole one off the crossbar on the shot by Salmeron. But it didn't go in, so we're still scoreless. 10 minutes gone by. Menezes wisely will clear it out. It'll be a throw. Throw coming up for Midland. Midland with Foreman, returning all-conference defensive player for the Warriors. And the Warriors will change the point of attack. That's Powis on the right-hand side. Goes down the line. Vilna giving chase. Goes out of bounds, and Dordt will get a throw. We're scoreless after 10 minutes. A lot of GPAC activities going on today. A couple of football scores of note. Morningside leading Midland 34-17 in the second half. 21-0 Hastings over Waldorf. Northwestern a 20-0 lead over Dakota Wesleyan. Dordt's football team idle. This is their bye week. Next week they'll be on the road for a night contest against Northwestern in Orange City. That is going to be a well-attended event, I dare say. In fact, all of our teams are on the road next weekend. Midland with it at midfield. They'll advance it. That is Reyes Ruiz. Lost the handle. And they're going to call a throw coming up for Midland. And Midland carries it to the corner. Dordt providing the pressure. That's Forsch putting pressure on. Now a turn. Forsch and the Midland player battling for it. And Forsch slow to get up. Dort's going to play it out of bounds, and they're going to check on the defender. Anton Forsch shaken up. Clock stopped. 34 minutes left to go. Hopefully the senior defender, Anton Forsch, he has played a lot of soccer for the defenders, and that would be a blow to the defense, and it looks like he's going to be good to go. Good to see that Anton is up, shaken up, but he seems to be good. Defender volleyball should be underway, the varsity matchup. We'll pull that up on the old live stats. Live stats also for this soccer game. Thank you to the Dordt Media Network. Both the volleyball and soccer video courtesy of the Dordt Media Network. JV must have went a little bit long because it just got underway. Hey, Dordt's up to a 1-0 lead in volleyball. Back to soccer here. We'll keep you updated on that score. Last night, cross country competed up at the Roy Griak invite, and historical performances by the defenders. We'll talk about that probably during halftime or maybe during a break in the action, but outstanding performances for both the defender women and men. And we got a whistle, and this is going to be a free kick coming. For Dordt, or for Midland rather. The foul is against Dordt. Elia Salvatore Ontanini will be taking this. This is kind of like a corner kick. He'll be taking it right at the edge of the 18. Dordt's going to have to be solid in the back. Two-person wall for the defenders. Nolan Carroll and Josaba Zabala. And it goes to the far post. Dordt first on it. Jaeger may have punched that out. Goes over the end line, and a corner kick now coming for Midland. Another set piece for the Warriors. Again, an opportunity now for the Midland Warriors again. 32 minutes left to go in the opening half. Midland will be taking this. Pregame will take the corner. Gets the return pass. Midland now will drop it off to Reyes Ruiz, and a long shot goes well over the goal. And Dordt will have a free kick. GPAC opener for the defenders. And Midland. Both of these teams have had a week of preparation. This is Jansen. Jansen drops it off to Menezes. Tried to clear it. Played down by Pregame. Pregame on the through ball to the left-hand side. Good cover by Menezes. And Midland, that was Polani making a run. And Midland will throw it in. Again, this is a lot like a corner kick again. Deep in their offensive third. Try to get a long throw with a little bit of a flick. And our goalkeeper, Shad Yeager, is ready. Jaeger makes the save. So after the first 5 minutes where I thought Dordt really had the upper hand, I'd say it's flipped now towards Midland. They've had some scoring chances. Ball has not been on our offensive side much. 2 road matches up next for the defenders at Dakota Wesleyan Wednesday night at Mount Marty for a night contest a week from today. Midland drops it off to the center back. That's Gibson. Lucas Foreman pulls wide to the left. They'll drop it off to Reyes, the goalkeeper. 15 minutes gone by. We're scoreless. Reyes plays a long ball. That Carroll heads out of bounds. It'll be Midland with the throw just past midfield. And now it'll be a Dordt throw. Dordt Media Network broadcast crew. Sam Camp is the director. Sherry Wang on the camera. And Marcus Seifert also gets camera duties. Midland. Neither team really possessing it right now. Good settle by the defenders. That was Vincent Croney over there. Plays it back. Jaeger with a clear temporarily. And now Jansen has it. Good little 1-2 combination with Tate Hansen. Hansen will run it down. Hansen takes a touch. Tried to get it to Zabala going to goal. Zabala taken down in the goal box. And they are going to stop play. And if this is in the box, it might lead to a PK here. I don't know if the referee is going to deem it in the box. It's going to be a yellow card. On 7, it looks like. Lucas Foreman. Right now, I don't know if they ruled it in the box, though. Clock stopped, 29:08 left to go, and it is indeed going to be outside the PK area. But a good scoring opportunity for the defenders here. They converted off a corner kick. That was their only goal against St. Ambrose. Zabala standing over the ball. Looks like he's going to take this for the defenders. Midland will build up the wall. It'll be a 4-person wall. Referee is getting the wall established, 10 yards back, of course. Zabala. Also there is Martin Domingo for the defenders. See if defenders can capitalize on this opportunity. And Zabala plays it over the goal. It'll be a goal kick coming for Midland. No score. 16 minutes gone by in the GPAC opener for both of these teams, Midland and Dordt University. Northwestern defeated Concordia 2-1 in men's soccer. Briarcliff Doane played to a 2-2 tie. Waldorf and Concordia, how can that? Concordia, Minnesota in a non-conference game. Mount Marty at Dakota Wesleyan. Hastings at Morningside for a night contest. So a lot of teams be playing today. Couple of finals, a draw between Doane and Briarcliff. Northwestern beat Concordia 2-1. In men's soccer. Midland will have a throw now on their offensive third. Nope, it's a Dordt throw. Dordt with the throw. They'll try to get it out of the defense here. Midland tries to settle. Zabala will be called for a foul. Number 10 on Dordt called for the foul. He did kind of shoulder charge the Midland player who was possessing the ball. Salvatore Autonini will have the free kick. Plays it short. Dordt trying to clear. And now that's another foul called on the defenders. That's on Zabala. Back-to-back fouls against the defenders. Zabala called for both. Just going after the ball. Just being aggressive. Fregero will have the free kick for Midland. Good ball into the box. Dordt plays it well. Now it's the rebound, the second effort. Midland carries it to the corner. Still in bounds. They'll play it at the 18. Dort's got to get a foot on it here and clear it, and they do. Dordt pretty solid in the back that time. Good to see. And they will get it to about midfield. Midland trying to build numbers. They'll play it back to Foreman. Foreman now up the line to Vilna. Vilna takes a couple of touches, drops it back.
It's going good. It's going good. You guys are doing good. Just trying to remind you, it's just quicker, try to get, if it's, I agree, that one didn't have to be replayed, but you could have done it.
And now Midland making a run at midfield. They'll put it in the box, and Shad Jager is there. Jager will play it off the field. Looking to get it to Narcus. Now Hansen going after it for the defenders. Midland with a nice takeaway. Midland controlling things in the midfield. They'll play it back. This is Foreman. Takes a couple of touches. Well, you can see how smooth things can be when Midland is rolling. Good takeaway, though, by the defenders. That was Zabala. That's Narcus. He'll take some touches. Narcus in the center of the field, looking for someone to pass to. Now plays it, and now Midland intercepts. Midland back in control. Poloni. Back to Fregero. And now Midland will set up the point of attack. Goes out of bounds. Midland will have a quick restart on a throw. No score. 20 minutes gone by. Man, our first... No, we're not. It's not a sub. Sorry, I thought I heard a whistle. Clock has stopped.
11 went out.
For Dordt?
Yeah.
Nolan Carroll for the defenders.
28 came in for Dordt.
28.
Has shaken up on the play, and he will go to the athletic.
12 came in, 24 came out.
So Nolan Carroll, the senior midfielder, will be replaced by Nikhil Agaleu. And now a sub for Midland as well. Number 12, Jaime Jerez comes in for number 24, Adriano Poloni. So each team with a substitution. Scoreless after 21-22 minutes here. Dordt with a nice takeaway. Neither team really controlling things at the midfield right now. And it will be a throw-in for Midland on the far side. They'll play it back to Powis. Powis plays it back to Reyes, the goalkeeper. Neither team at this point with a shot on goal. Each team with 2 total shots. They've missed high. Midland did have one off the post, off the crossbar. And now Midland with a combination play, overlapping run. Tried to get it to number 12. Jerez, who just came in, led him a little too far, goes out of bounds. It'll be a defender throw. Defenders to throw it in. That was Jansen with the throw. They'll play it back to Crony. Crony to Narcus. Narcus, time and space. Gives it up to Forsch. Narcus plays it back. Intercepted by Midland. Midland now looking for a numbers up chance. Jerez takes a couple of touches at midfield. Through ball taken to Garcia. Forsch now takes it back, and Dordt's got time and space in the midfield. Crony will rather play it back to Forsch. Dordt, Forsch takes some touches, gets it to Jagger. Jagger is going to play the long ball. Try to get it to Zabala. And Dordt overruns the rebound pass. Midland will take back control. Figueroa. Long pass ahead down the sideline to Jerez. Takes a couple of touches, sends it into the box, and oh boy, Dordt a little bit fortunate there. That got through the initial line of defense, and all Midland had to do was just touch it in, and they had a goal, but thankfully it did not. Dordt trying a quick counter, picked up by Reyes. Dordt's got a couple of subs at midfield ready to come in when they get motion to do so. Got to be a break in the action. No score. 20 minutes left to go in this first half between Dordt and Midland. There is a long ball. Trying to run it down is Salmeron. Goes over the end line, and I think the 2 subs might be beckoned, unless if it's a corner kick. And it is. It's going to be a corner kick for Midland. Nolan Carroll, who left after being shaken up. I see him walking on the sideline. That's a good sign. Hopefully Carroll can come back in. Starting midfielder. All-conference player. Figueroa will take this corner kick for Midland. Goes to the near post, and it's headed out by Midland. Dordt will have a free kick. Goal kick coming for the defenders. Here comes those 2 subs. Tyson Reitzma. Tyson Reitzma, 2-time all-conference player, senior from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Trigby Elkins, sophomore from Zeeland, Michigan. Both of those guys will be up front for the defenders. Fresh legs And it is Reitzman right now with it. And he will change fields over to Jansen. Jansen at midfield takes a couple of touches. Nice run by the defenders. Maybe took one too many touches that time. And Reitzman's going to get called for a quick foul. It'll be a free kick for Midland. Under 20 minutes left to go in this one. Stay tuned for the women's contest. That'll start around 5:15. The GPAC opener for head coach Peyton Chitwood and the defenders as well. They've had 2 weeks off from competition. They have not played in a while, so excited to see them back on the field. Midland being very patient at midfield, just kind of playing keep away right now. And they will send it long. Jerez loses it out of bounds. It'll be a Dordt throw and a Dordt sub coming in. Midland also has a sub.
For Dordt, 22 for 10. For Midland, 19 for 44.
Marco Launen in for Zabawa. For Midland, they will also send in a sub. Braden Wright comes in for Marco Reyes Ruiz. 17:53 left to go. GPAC opener. If the game does end in regulation with a tie, they will not go to overtime. Launen with it on the right-hand side, and it's kicked out of bounds by Midland. Dordt will have a throw just past midfield. Midland pokes it away from behind. Levi Jagger with a nice touch. Jagger, the center back. Dordt puts a combination play. That's Launen. Head ball into the box. Played out by Midland. Good little series there by Dordt. Putting some pressure on the Warriors' back four. Handled well. Talked about head coach Eric Bordeaux and his history with the Defender program. Nakayama in his 5th season. 2021 was his first year. Previously an assistant at Bethel of Indiana, school that he graduated and played goalie for back in the day. Also was a successful high school coach in Indiana. Midland picked 4th in the GPAC preseason poll. Morningside, Concordia, Hastings, and then Midland. Northwestern rounds out that group in the top 5 in the conference preseason poll. Dordt picked 8th, by the way. Both of these teams made the postseason last year, trying to do so again. A lot of soccer left to be played in this GPAC opener. 10 conference matchups. Launen tried to touch it to the middle to Elkins. Taken away by Midland. Midland now will be patient with it in the back. 16 minutes left to go in a first half that really hasn't seen a whole lot of action. Just 2 total shots by either team. Midland has had a couple of good scoring opportunities. One off the crossbar, another cross that Dordt didn't necessarily get a great clear on. And now you got to be careful here. Goalie's going to come out. Oh, played right at the goalie. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And Shad Jagger, right place, right time. Deflects it off, goes out, and now a foul against Midland. It's going to be a foul against Midland here.
Yellow for number 8.
Yellow card issued on Hugo Fraguero. Jagger positioned beautifully on that shot attempt. And it keeps it scoreless. 15:30 left to go in the opening half. Seniors recognized prior to this match. Sixteen seniors were recognized prior to the match. Several of them on the field now. Several have been involved with this program for the last 4 years. Marco Launen, Elias Obink, Sam Eppinga, Nolan Carroll, Joey Van Hofwegen, Tyler Van Hofwegen. Noah Miller, Jacob Narcus, Tyson Reitzma, Dylan McIntosh, Anton Forsch, Stephen Hodis, Nikhil Agaleu, Enzo Lira de Paula, Pedro Menezes, and Micah Brower. These seniors recognized prior to the start of this one. Women's Senior Day will be right after the conclusion of the men's contest. Here's a sub for Midland. Pau Vivas in for number 19, for 18, Matush Vilna. Dordt looking to carry it up the right-hand side. That's Lawnon. Good ball to Elkins. Can Elkins get there in a foot race? And it's going to be cleared out by the goalkeeper, Reyes. Throw right at midfield for the defenders. This is Jansen. Julian Jansen, freshman from Germany. One of a handful of players from Germany, including Lawnon. Anton Forsch, also from Germany. Been a good recruit spot for the defenders. Elkins with it at midfield. He'll play it back to Reitzma. Reitzma organizing the defender attack. Dordt has numbers. Through ball, and Reyes is there for Midland. Looking to get it to Vincent Croney coming out of the midfield with that run. Played well by Reyes, the Midland goalkeeper. 13:30 left to go. Dordt lost the first set to Morningside. Boy, they are out to a 5-0 lead, and after that it was all Morningside. 25-15 in that first set. It's a big win for the Mustangs on the road. But it's best of 5. Got time to regroup. In a sport like volleyball, you see it. Every set is just different, and momentum can disappear quick. There's a ball cleared out by Menezes. Good settle by the defenders. Reitzma has it on the far left-hand side. That's Forsch. Forsch plays it over to Menezes. Menezes to Jagger. Now Dordt being patient with it, and in their back 3. Martin Domingo gets it to Elkins. Here is Lawnon. Lawnon takes a couple of touches. Lawnon plays it to Agaleu. And Agaleu had a good shot on goal chance. Plays it out of bounds, and it'll be, they're going to call offsides actually against the defenders. Didn't see that the linesman had his flag up. So offsides is the call on Dordt. 12 minutes left to go in the opening half. No score between Midland and Dordt University. Midland plays it to the far right-hand side. Take a couple of touches. That's still Jerez with the possession, now taken away by Dordt. Dordt will slow up the attack. Reitzma looking to change fields. It's on to Lawnon. Lawnon will settle. He'll chip it back into the middle of the field. Trying to run underneath it is Elkins. And behind the play had long left that. I think we got a foul called against Midland. It's in the vicinity of number 10. But boy, play had long escaped that part of the field. I'm going to admit my eyes were downfield. I did not see what was going on there after the fact. Midland, though, will turn it. They'll go the other way with it. Midland has it on the far side. Fregero. And lost it out of bounds, and that gets the Dordt bench excited. It'll be a Dordt throw. Yesterday, the Defender cross-country teams made a trip up to the Twin Cities, the Roy Griak invite. One of the big events in cross-country in the Midwest. And Dordt fared extremely well. The men's team got on the award stand for just the second time in program history, a third-place finish for the Defender men, and they had 2 individuals up on the stand, led by Truman Johnson, and then and before I tell you more, they're going to have a talking to. This is Marco Lawnon getting a talking to, no card issued. Luke Swanson was the other defender, so 2 defenders up on the stand, meaning a top 20 finish. The women, they placed 5th, running short-handed. You look at the roster that the Dordt women had. They were running, no freshmen were taken. And then if you go up by the last week's results, Dordt was missing 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9, those runners. And so a 5th place finish, they ran extremely well. And led by Hannah Tong, who also was on the medal stand, a top 20 finish. Dordt women ranked 9th. The men ranked 18th, and looking forward to watching them compete as the season continues to go, defending champions for both of those teams. That was yesterday in men's hockey also. Huge win against the University of Nebraska. They're off to a fantastic start as well. They were a national qualifier last year. Under 10 minutes to go, still scoreless here. Midland with it on the far side. Midland looking to build the attack. Salvatore Autonini has it poked away, goes out of bounds. It'll be a defender throw. Tomas Estrada comes in for the defenders. For Julian Jansen. So Estrada will come in. Dordt has sent in 5 subs. Midland has subbed, I think, 4, if my notes are correct. 8 minutes left to go. We've had more subs than shots. There's your obscure stat for the first half. But it's good. Keeps the stat crew engaged, gives them something to do. There's a ball played to the corner for Midland. Kicked out of bounds by Menezes. Menezes, well played out of bounds. Goes to the corner for Midland. They'll save it from going out of bounds. Midland looking to get it crossed. Nice ball to the corner. Plays it off of the defender, goes over the end line, and a corner kick coming. 15 is out there. I don't think he's going to take it. Looks like number 8's going to take it. That is Fregero. Fregero will take the corner kick. This is the 4th corner kick for Midland. Dordt has had 1. Dordt, see if they can get solid in the back. The rain has stopped. Sun is somewhat out now. Ball goes through the 18 box. Midland runs it down on the opposite side. They'll play it back to Jerez. Jerez puts it into the box, and a great header, and Midland has taken a 1-0 lead. Maybe number 5 it looked like. Thomas Gibson.
Goal for Midland University.
Thomas Gibson, we believe, with the goal. Not sure who put it back in the box. We'll see it on the replay. We have a screen up here. It's a little bit behind. But Gibson with the header. And the assist goes to Jaime Harris, the freshman from Toledo, Spain. So Midland with a 1-0 lead, 6.5 minutes left to go. Beautiful header by Thomas Gibson. So Midland with a 1-0 lead. Dordt finds themselves down 1-0. Good step by Menezes. Menezes to the corner. That's Lawnon. Lawnon. He'll send it into the box. Dordt with a great run and unable to come up with it. It's a great run by Tyson Reitzma off the post. That was the second effort. Dordt still trying to attack. unable to get a shot off, and now Midland got to get rid of it. They're looking to counter here. Jagger will play it back to the freshman Jagger, the goalkeeper. That's Forsch, and Forsch stays with it. Forsch. Boy, Dordt almost had the equalizer, just inches away. That would have been sweet. 5:44 left to go in this first half. Midland now with a 1-0 lead. Wrightsma with an early service. Making a run is Lawnon. Lawnon tried to take a touch. They'll play it back to the goalkeeper. Lawnon runs it down. Goal is, Lawnon tried to play it back to Elkins. Goalkeeper was out. If that could have gone to Elkins, we're in business. But now Midland looking to counter. They got a breakaway, a one-on-one. And a pass over to the weekend side. And Dordt will take it away. Dordt, see if they want to counter. Now action is picked up. We got a lot going on. Midland player down. I don't know if the official sees him. And now we're going to have a stoppage of play. A foul against Midland. 4:56 left to go. Midland with a 1-0 lead. And Dordt will get a restart here. It'll be Anton Forsch. Forsch plays it short. Gets the return pass, touches it past midfield. Now Forsch will send it back to Menezes. Drops it off to Estrada. Jagger, the center back, loses it. And here comes Midland. Dordt get organized. That's Forsch with a nice takeaway. Estrada. Good idea by Lawnon. Tried to get it to Estrada. Knocked away by Midland, but that's going to let Midland get some numbers back. 3:54 left to go in the first half. Midland with a 1-0 lead. Martin Domingo has it poked away from behind. Midland comes up with it. Good challenge by Lawnon. And what's this going to be? They're going to rule it in favor of the defenders. It's going to be a foul, yeah, against Midland. No card, just a foul. Martin Domingo. Dordt's going to put a lot of numbers up right now. Midland will have the counter available to them. Dordt's got to be smart here. Martin Domingo will send it into the box, and the goalie makes a nice play, Reyes. And Midland is going to look to counter. Going back is Crony. And Midland now with a nice shot, and it is now 2-0, no offsides.
Goal, Midland University.
Not sure who took it. Yeah, you could actually. Yeah. I think the goalie had the assist. It was a long ball. And it was number 9, Vivas, with the goal. And it is now 2-0 in favor of Midland. Goal by Gibson and Vivas. And it looks like those are both the first goals scored of the season for those players. Again, I'm looking at the list of 60 names here. But, yeah, it's the first goal. Probably the first assist by the goalie, Reyes, as well. Now 2-0 in favor of Midland. Clock stops, 2:35 left to go. Midland with a quick stride offense. You constantly have to be ready. They will make you pay for any mistakes you make. In the back, that was simply just a quick counter attack. See if Dordt can get a goal here before halftime, make it a 1-goal difference. Menezes takes a couple of touches. Menezes Try to get it to Elkins. Elkins settles. Elkins with a good ball. Played back by the last line of defense by Midland. Good idea by Elkins. Dordt will throw it in on the near side. Dordt with the throw with 1:53 left to go in this half. Estrada putting the pressure on. And now Midland. And they're going to call a foul, a yellow card to Pedro Menezes. Got a lot of jersey, but that's actually not a bad foul because Midland was going to counter. Quick strike again, much like their second goal. And Menezes was just buying time. Don't mind that at all. So a free kick coming for the Warriors. Lucas Foreman will take it. Part of the back four for Midland. Started with 3. They've added another one. I think their style changes on the how the game or the match has progressed. They're going to go with 4 in the back, it looks like. Minute 20 left to go. Action right in front of the Midland goal, or Midland bench. Dordt trailing 2-0. Couple of quick goals within 5 minutes of each other for Midland. Midland has outshot the defenders 5-3. Dordt looking for their first shot on goal. Under a minute to go in this first half of play. And a good slide by Forsch, kicking it out of bounds. That'll buy the defenders time to get back. Throw right in front of the Dordt bench. Midland will throw it back to Jerez. Jerez with an assist in this first half. Midland now will just sit with it with their center back. Now drops it to Reyes. Midland seems to content to run this out. There's a long ball. Reyes, Dordt, be solid in the back. Jagger's going to let it go in. The box plays it quick. Plays it quick. Final 10 seconds. Dordt will try to make a run here. Final seconds. No dice. And at the half, it is going to be Midland with a 2-0 lead over Dordt in the GPAC opener for both teams. Your scoring summary in this first half. Midland scored first during their 38th minute. Goal by Thomas Gibson, assisted by Jaime Jerez. And the Warriors scored 3 minutes later. This time it was Pau Vivas, assisted by the goalkeeper, Tomas Reyes. 2-0 is the score. You look at the shots, 5-3 advantage for Midland. They have a 3-0 shots on goal advantage in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the second half on the Dordt Media Network in a while. Complex on the campus of Dordt University. GPAC soccer, a doubleheader, a men's and then a women's contest. It is also senior day. The men's soccer seniors recognized prior to that game. The women's seniors will be recognized right after the men's game gets over, and then we'll head into the women's contest around 5:15 or thereabouts. It's a 2-0 score as the Midland Warriors lead Dordt. Couple of late first half goals. First one during the 38th minute, Thomas Gibson, assisted by Jaime Jerez. And then during the 41st minute, 3 minutes later, it was Pau Vivas off an assist from the goalkeeper. Yes, that is true. Tomas Reyes. We watched it at halftime just to confirm, and it definitely was. And so it is now 2-0 in favor of Midland. College volleyball, Dordt trailing Morningside at the DeWitt 2-0. First set was not close, 25-15. Second set, Dordt rallied, but came up short in the end, 25-21. But hopefully Dordt can rally. They play the best of 5, still plenty of time to do so. You can listen to that one on the Dordt Media Network. It's also live on 106.9 KIHK. Mike Biker on the call there. Matt Boss here. I am the Assistant Director of Athletic Communications here on campus, calling the soccer. That's sun has come out, and it's a new half for the defenders as they find themselves down 2-0. Same starting lineup for Dordt, working from back to front. Shad Jagger is the goalkeeper. Anton Forsch, Levi Jagger, and Pedro Menezus is your back line. Julian Jansen, Nolan Carroll, Pedro Martin Domingo, and Vincent Croney. You got Zabala and Narcus and Hansen up front for the defenders. For Midland, Tomas Reyes is your goalkeeper. Back line of Gibson, Foreman, and Powis. Midfield, I see Salvatore Autonini in the midfield. Up front, Marco Reyes Ruiz. Also up front, Pau Vivas. He's got a goal. There's a long ball to Narcus. Narcus has just got to settle and then get a shot off. He'll try a shot with his right foot, goes over the goal. And it goes over the goal and a goal kick, but a good quick attack for the defenders. Dordt with 4 total shots. Midland has made the most of their 5 total shots, putting 3 in the back of the net. They lead at 2-0. 2-0, if you will. And Midland sends it out of bounds. Dordt will have a throw on their offensive third in front of the defender bench. Dordt right out of the gate in this second half seems to be a little bit energized, coming out with a lot of fire, much like they did the game. They played very well for the first 5 minutes or so, and then Midland kind of settled down. Midland, long road trip, and of course they had some bus and transportation issues, so kind of a long trip there. You kind of expect them to be slow out of the gate. Foul on the defenders. Shaken up in the back is Powis, one of the back 3 for Midland, and they have played very solid in the back. Powis still trying to walk it off. And we will have a restart, played by the goalkeeper Reyes. Sends it long. Dordt looking to control. And they're going to call that a foul against Dordt right at midfield. Your officiating crews, make sure they got to stay on top of things. You don't want to allow this to get chippy. And it very well could. We've seen it time and time again. There's a through ball. Hansen can't run it down. Good depth by the back of Thomas Gibson for Midland. Midland now with it. This is Colin Mackey, number 17. First time called him. He played a little bit in the first half. Carrying it to the corners, Reyes Ruiz tried to center it. Dordt plays it out, and it will be a goal kick coming for Dordt. 5 minutes into this second half. It is 2-0 in favor of Midland. Morningside out to a quick start in set 3, leading 4-2. Dordt trailing that match 2-0. Playing at the DeWitt. They haven't played at the DeWitt in a long time. Coming off that big win on Wednesday, but Morningside really doing a nice job on the road. Beating a pretty good defender team right now. Not over, though. There's still time. Carroll with it for the defenders. Here comes Midland, making a run to the corners. Vivas. Forsch doesn't bite. Vivas staying with it. Carroll's got a clear, and he does. Carroll with the clear. Foot race on the far side. We got a collision, and they're just going to say play on, so Midland will go to attack. Midland has it at the edge of the 18. They'll swing it around to Ruiz. Ruiz with Carroll in front. Ruiz unable to get a shot off. Good, defended well by Carroll. Deflects it. Kept alive by Powis. Powis now will retreat, and he'll send it to the center back. Thomas Gibson, who has a goal in this one, and he will play it back to the keeper, Reyes. Midland looking to organize. Have it at midfield. That's Tom Blasek, freshman from Germany. Through ball. Carroll settles. Carroll gets it out of harm's way. Plays it back to Jagger. Quickly punts it away, or kicks it away. Intended for Hansen, and nothing is there. It'll be Midland with a throw. Dordt volleyball led right now by Haley Caparis. She's playing really well. 8 kills, 17 attempts, hitting close to 300. Nobody else with more than 4 at this point. Carlson, Wolfswinkel, and Sparts all with 4. Carroll with it for the defenders. Narcus with a touch. Narcus to Martin Domingo. Early service. And Dordt with a scoring opportunity. Goalie is out, and making a nice play is Reyes. Good ball by Martin Domingo. You make a touch there, get it away from the goalkeeper who's coming out, and you're in business. But good play by the goalie. Came out aggressively to get it. It'll be Midland with the throw coming up here. 2-0 Midland. Really, teams played even for most of that first half. It was only the final 6 minutes that Midland put 2 in the back of the net. Early service ball run down by Midland. And it goes over the end line. It'll be a goal kick coming. Goal kick, taking it will be freshman goalkeeper Shad Jagger. Jagger touches it to Menezes. Menezes on an early service, taken away by Ruiz. Blazik will drop it back to the center back Gibson. Midland does not have to press the issue. With a 2-goal lead here, they can be as patient as they want to be in the back. Goalkeeper comes out. Menezes is there, though, to clear it out for the defenders. Good cover. He'll send it down the line. Hansen runs it down. Hansen with the first touch. Giving some depth is Gibson. Hansen still with it. And shielding Hansen away from the ball is Foreman, and they're going to call a foul on Hansen. Foul on Tate Hansen, number 9. Goalkeeper Tomas Reyes is shaken up. And they're going to give a yellow to Hansen as well. Clock stop, 36-17. Couple of finals, GPAC men's soccer. Northwestern 2-1 win. Their match against Concordia. Doane and Briarcliff played to a 2-2 draw. Waldorf against Concordia of Minnesota, non-conference. Mount Marty against Dakota Wesleyan later at night. Hastings Morningside also later tonight. So 2 finals. This one's at the half. The other 2 involving GPAC teams later tonight. Reyes is up. Play will resume. Goalkeeper for Midland, Reyes, plays it to midfield, headed out by the defenders. It'll be a Midland throw. And are they going to call a foul there, or is it just a throw? Okay, just a throw. Midland mishandles it, goes over the sideline, and a throw coming up for Dordt in their defensive third. 10 minutes left, gone by in this second half. Force looking to clear, and a foul on Midland. Pushing in the back from behind. Dordt chasing up front, cleared out by the goalkeeper Reyes. Dordt will have a throw. Nolan Carroll, who was shaken up earlier in this one. Good to see him return to action. He'll play it back to Force. Force takes a touch. Passes it square to Jagger. Jagger drops it off to Menezes. Menezes settles with his feet to Force. Dordt organizing their attack. Early service ball. That's Carroll going, and Hansen takes a touch into the box, and it's run down by the goalkeeper, Reyes. And the goalkeeper will kick it away. Dordt intercepts. Dordt with it on the far side. Tried to get it to Martin Domingo, battling for it. Martin Domingo splits 2 Midland players, now plays it wide to Hansen. Hansen trying to run it down, does. Hansen looking to cross it in. Hansen on the far post, nobody there. Maybe kicked it a little too far over Narcis's head, and Midland looking to clear now. And we got a foul against the defenders. It'll be a Midland free kick. Midland coming with the free kick, deep in their defensive third. Midland with the throw, or the free kick rather. First contact goes to Midland. Midland with Vivas. Sends it over to Foreman on the overlapping run. Foreman goes to the corner. Warriors on the attack on the far side of the field. And a good near post ball. Dordt's got to get it clear, and they do. Played out by the defenders. Another early service. And Midland will be called for the push. That was Reyes Ruiz called for the push against Nolan Carroll. We'll go the other way with it with 32 minutes left to go in regulation. Still 2-0 Midland with the lead in the GPAC opener for both teams. Dordt bring it up on the far side. Menezes. And Martin Domingo on that diagonal run. Rather tries to go up the far side of the field. Hansen plays it back to Croney. Opposite side, Jansen to Narcis. Narcis, good ball. To Martin Domingo, ball in the box. Settled out. Narcis got to get a shot. Does, and it's wide left. Good series by the defenders, resulting in a shot by Narcus. Goal kick coming. It's not for a lack of shots by the defenders. In fact, if you look at the total shots, we're even at 5. Midland has had 3 on goal. 2 of them have scored. Dordt has yet to put one on net, but they have had some shots. That's even. They've had some pretty good looks at as well. Forsch with a good step. Forsch might as well try it here. Forsch tries to split it and does. Forsch with the left foot. Played back by Reyes. Good ball by Reyes. Narcus now has it. Narcus plays it back to Carroll. Carroll playing in the back for Forsch, who made that great run. Good cover by Carroll as Forsch gets back up. Dordt getting organized once again. Menezes, early service. Narcus onside. Narcus takes a touch. No, they're going to call him off. Offside call against the defenders. Offsides call against Dordt. Good series, though. Good last 2-3 minutes of action. And we're 30 minutes left to go in regulation. In the GPAC opener, this is Reyes Ruiz with it. Diagonal run to Colin Mackey. Poked away, and Dordt will get it with a throw. Carroll plays it back to Forsch. Dordt will change fields. This is Menezes. Menezes will bring it up the far right-hand side. One of the seniors recognized prior to the game. Good step by Forsch. And they're going to, a late whistle, and they're going to get Forsch with the step. So a foul against 19, no card given, but a foul nonetheless, and Midland will get a free kick. Halfway between the half line and the edge of the 18. So a scoring opportunity here for the Warriors. Vivas looking to take it. Junior forward from Barcelona, Spain. Got a couple of subs coming in for Midland soon here. And they're going to stop the clock. And discussion between a couple of players. Thomas Gibson and Tate Hansen, I believe, is the defender that's getting a talking to. Free kick taken by Vivas. 2 defender subs are going to match the 2 Midland subs. Ball on the ground, and Jagger is there to play it. Jagger with the save. Jagger plays it quick. Dordt trying to get a quick restart. Goes out of bounds on the near side, and it looks like we're going to have a couple of subs. 2 for Dordt, 3 for Midland. Coming in for the defenders.
9 and 22 in for 17 and 10. For Midland, 8, 15, and 10 come in for 17, 18, and 29.
For Dordt, they will send in Elkins and Reitzma, I believe.
I can only do one at a time. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Him and for him and him. So 9 for 17. Yeah.
Normal rotation for the substitution patterns. Forsch with a good step. That's Elkins. Reitzma with some energy coming off the bench, making a run. Played out by the Midland goalkeeper. Good step by Jagger out of the back. Gets it to Narcus. Narcus to Carroll. Carroll. He'll play a ball into the box, and the goalkeeper is going to let it ride out of bounds. And a goal kick coming for Midland. Keeping an eye on that volleyball score. Dordt leading Morningside in the third set, 18-15. Morningside calling their second and final timeout. Defenders continue to be led by sophomore Haley Caparis. 11 kills now, hitting over 300. Sophomore middle hitter for the defenders. She led the defenders against Dakota Wesleyan, too, really playing well. Here's Narcus. And it'll be intended for Elkins. Goalkeeper comes out just before Elkins can get a foot on it. Reyes Ruiz being pressured by Carroll. Poked away. It'll be a Midland throw. Reyes to the corner. Salmeron has it. Plays it off of Forsch, and a corner kick coming for Midland. Midland, this will be their fourth corner kick. Dordt has had one. Taking it will be Salmeron. Well, it's not going to be 15 anymore. They're going to switch it up on us. Can't quite tell the number.
No, it's 10 now. No, it's 9 in the middle of the field.
Garcia, the leading scorer. Reigning GPAC Offensive Player of the Year. He'll take this one for the Warriors. Punched out by Jagger. Dordt retreating. They will try to get a clear. And a foul on Midland on Fregame. Solid in the back that time for the defenders against the corner kick. Dordt, quick restart. This is Carroll. Carroll into the middle to Martin Domingo. And he will change fields over to Jansen. Jansen coming to get it is Reitzma. Touches it back to Menezes. Dordt down 2-0. 25 minutes left to go in this one. Stay tuned for the women's contest set to start around 5:15. In between, we'll have the Senior Day festivities for the women's program. Head coach Peyton Chitwood will recognize his seniors that have been involved with the program. Battle for possession at midfield. Dordt will have a throw on the far side. I see the Midland women's team warming up on the far field, the practice field, if you will. Overlapping run by Narcus. He'll take a touch. Narcus on the left-hand side. Narcus to the corner. Good contained by the Midland defense. Narcus will send it into the box. And this is Jagger. Shot goes over the goal. Dordt has had a couple of those today. Sub coming in for the defenders.
7 and 8 in for 14 and 13.
For us.
Enzo Lira da Paula
14, and then 8 in
for Vincent Croney.
and who? 8 in for 13.
And Narcus will go out as well for the defenders.
Yep, there's a guy.
Clock stop 24:36.
4 is coming in for.
Midland players shaken up. Nathan Powis will check out. Sid
4 for 14.
Gunton Day coming in for Powis along the back line for the Warriors. See if the defenders can test out the new player in the back. Dordt trailing 2-0, 24 minutes left to go in this contest, the GPAC opener. For both teams, play resumes with a free kick for Midland in the back. Elkins will force the early service by the Midland goalie. And Dordt putting a lot of pressure, and Elkins nearly had it. Good ball by the defenders. Not sure who that was over there making that run, but tried to drop it off to Elkins, who would have had a point-blank shot had it gone through and been converted. There's a ball into the box. Dordt unable to get anything on it. Midland looking to play it out. Midland will play back to their goalkeeper. Plays it short to Reyes Ruiz. That's Tyson Reitzma, and a foul from behind on Midland, and Dordt will get a free kick. Dordt will have a free kick. Dordt building up numbers in the box. This looks like Martin Domingo taking it. Yep, it is. Far post ball goes over the end line, and a goal kick coming for Midland. Midland with a goal kick. More subs for the Warriors.
12 and 19 in for 44 and 24.
12 and 19. Jaime Jerez and Braden Wright come in for the Warriors. Once we get below 15 minutes, the team that is ahead, in this case Midland at least right now, if they would sub, clock will stop as to not waste time. And a foul against the defenders. Midland will set up for a free kick on the right-hand side. About 30, 35 yards out. Taking it will be Garcia. Reigning GPAC Offensive Player of the Year. There's a shot by Midland deflected by the defenders. Midland will recover. Garcia with it on the right side, being pressured by Carroll. Goes over the end line, and Dordt will have it. They're going to say it's Midland with a throw. And another sub for the Warriors. 16 coming out. Tom Blasek coming in for Salvatore Antonini. Dordt with a successful clear. 20 minutes left to go in this one. Dordt down 2-0. It's been a scoreless second half, evenly played second half. Maybe slightly in Dordt's favor. They've had a few more scoring chances. But if you look at the game, Midland doesn't have to force the issue. They can stay back if they want. Defenders with Martin Domingo with a settle. They'll play it off to the right-hand side. Defenders trying to build up the attack. Marco Launen over there. Launen on a 1-2 combo. Settled by Martin Domingo. And a shot by Martin Domingo. .26. And a goal kick coming up. Goal kick for the Warriors. Either team possessing it right now, just kind of being bounced around at midfield. Dordt will settle. Dordt will take a couple of touches at midfield. Good pressure by Midland. That was Enzo Lira de Paula for the defenders who had it momentarily. Ball to the corner by Midland. Midland will take a touch. Looking to get a shot or a cross off. Nothing there. Teams pursue it. Good step by the defenders. Menezes with the clear. That's Reitzma with an early service. And plays it too long. It'll be run down by the goalkeeper, Reyes. Under 20 to go. Midland still with a 2-0 lead. It'll be Midland with the free kick coming up. 3 defenders set to come in. Midland will restart it. They get it to Fregaro. Fregaro, a couple of touches at midfield. He'll play it wide to Gibson, who drops it off to Foreman. This is where Midland has been very patient, and they can really kind of kill some time with it in the back. They're pretty strong in the back, and they can force Dordt to come out and get him and then open things up. Ball to the corner for the defenders. Dordt first there, and it's played out of bounds. How's the referee going to rule? It is going to be a corner kick for the defenders. Corner kick coming. Here comes the 3 subs for Dordt.
17, 14, and 28 coming in for 26, 11, and 2.
11 and 2? Yep. So I did 17 for 26.
Not 11. Number 9 coming out.
14 for 9. 14 for 9, 28 for 2.
Tate Hansen, Vincent Crony, and Nikhil Agaleu back onto the field for the defenders.
Corner by who?
This looks like Anton Forsch to me. 19 possibly for the corner.
19.
Kicks it through the box. Dordt trying to run it down. And now it'll be a Midland throw. Midland fighting for control at midfield. Taken away by the defenders. Forced with a good takeaway. Dordt has just won the 3rd set in extra time. 27-25. So they'll head to a 4th set. Volleyball is kind of a crazy sport that way. If you get a little momentum going your way, if you can maintain it, you can ride it to a victory. Still some work to do, trailing the match 2-1. But they did get that 3rd set. Defenders, this is Menezes. Menezes. Good entry pass to Tate Hansen. Touches it off to his... touches it off to the corner, goes over the end line, and a goal kick coming for Midland. Stay tuned for the women's contest. Women's Senior Day first, coming up right after the men's contest. And then 5:15, the estimated ETA for the start of the women's contest. Dordt with it among their back 4. Menezes plays it wide. Running it down is Reitzma. Reitzma to Jagger. Jagger stepping up from his center back spot. Over to Forsch. Forsch with a good settle. Ball at his feet. Good run by the defenders, and Dordt has just made it a 1-goal game. I know Anton Forsch had the assist. Number 19. Beautiful ball by the defenders. That was Marco Lonin with the goal, the senior.
Marco Lonin.
Lonin with his 2nd goal of the season. That leads the team. Forsch with his 2nd assist, and it is now 2-1 in favor of the Midland.
26 and 10 in for 22 and 8.
Great ball by Forsch and a 1-touch goal by Lonin.
26 and 22. And who? 20.
Clock stops, 15:30 left to go in this one. It is now a 1-goal lead for the Warriors. I'm going to try to persuade my stat crew to give Levi Jagger an assist as well. Give the double assist. Can I convince you guys to do that? All right. So give Levi Jagger, who set that up, an assist as well. Thank you.
Oh, you're showing them. Do you want to switch?
Just add another. Soccer, they can do the double assist, and there's a foul called against Midland. So now you put a little pressure on Midland, and you just never know. If Midland gets a little careless in the back, maybe it can lead to a PK. There's a number of things that could happen. What a goal by Marco Launen. Double assist, Anton Forsch and the center back Levi Jagger, who initiated that whole attack. And just like that, there is a misplayed ball by Midland, and Dordt is going to get a corner kick here. That's exactly what I was talking about. You make the other team a little uncomfortable. This is Martin Domingo, number 26, taking the corner kick. Third corner kick of the contest for the defenders. And Martin Domingo, he'll play it long, and Midland, good job by number 7, Lucas Foreman, first to contact it, which is always, I feel that's an important thing on those set pieces. Be the first one to contact it and can be set up some good things. Midland, first one. Midland looking to counter. Dordt doesn't have anybody back. Now it's a foot race. Jagger wisely will get back. He's got help on the way. Jagger, great job slowing up the attack, and he had help on the way, but Jagger just keeps it himself. Midland pleading for an offside call on the counter. Not going to get it, but Midland has it. 13:28 left to go. This is going to pick up the intensity over the final 10-plus minutes, too. Dordt's going to have to take some chances. Midland with it. They'll slow up the attack. Dropping it off is Salmeron. Salmeron plays it back to Gibson. Gibson, he scored a goal earlier in this one. He was responsible for the first goal of the match. Carrying it to the corner is Midland, and now a late whistle. And are they going to call that a foul on Nolan Carroll? They are. So Carroll will be called for the foul, and a free kick coming up for Midland. This will be just like a corner kick, except for it's not, but just like it. Carroll pleading his case. Carroll now will be in the two-person wall set up by the defenders. Dordt gives them time to get organized in the back. Be solid here. Maybe look for a counterattack goal. You got Zabala. Now he's going to be part of this. Zabala for the defenders up front. 12 minutes left to go in this one. And Shad Jagger high into the air makes the save. And now Dordt looking to counter. Zabala is the target. Played well by Foreman for Midland. Gets it to Vivas. Midland building the attack up the left-hand side of the field. Here's that patience by Midland now. They don't have to force anything. They can pick and choose. Freguero to the corner. Tried to put it into the box, deflected by Menezus, and now Carroll will take it away. Good play by the defenders. Ball goes up the right sideline. They'll drop it off to Tomas Reyes. Midland's been a team that has been very hard to score on. Good step by the defenders. Forsch, a little too anxious, but they do get the rebound. Martin Domingo over to Crony. Crony, you can think about taking a shot there. Rather, he'll play it wide to Carroll. Midland has given up only 5 goals all season. That was just the 6th goal given up by the Warriors. Battle for it on the right-hand side between Dordt and Midland, and it's going to be off of the defenders and a goal kick coming. 5 total subs.
13 and 22 coming in for 7. 24 or 28, my bad, and 10. 37 and 25 come in for 12 and 9 for Midland.
was coming in for Midland?
25 and 37.
Matthias Seymour coming in for Midland along with Yoshiki Fusawa. Seeing their first action of the contest. Jacob Narkis back in. Tate Hansen up front as well. This is Martin Domingo. He'll settle. Plays it back to Jagger. You got Forsch on the far left side. Julian Jansen back on for the defenders. Vincent Croney, the freshman from Blue Springs, Missouri, out there in the midfield. Dordt down 2-1, under 10 minutes to go in regulation. Second half goal scored by Lawnon, assisted by Forsch. Narkis forces an errant pass. Midland is going to control it, though. Gunton Day chases it down. Now a battle for it on the far side. Bordeaux, hands in the air, looking for a call. Dordt gets it over to Forsch. Forsch looking to settle. Forsch takes a touch. Forsch going to goal. Taken down, and what's this going to be? They're going to call it against Forsch. And the goalkeeper is going to get the card. The foul goes on Dordt, but the goalkeeper gets the card. Taunting, saying something probably. I don't know. 9-13, and this one is going to get chippy down the stretch. You can just feel it. Dordt down 2-1. 9:13 left to go. This officiating crew is going to have their work cut out for them. So Tomas Reyes, the goalkeeper, who picked up the card, will kick it away. Jagger with a nice takeaway to Croney. Croney tried to settle. Figueroa now plays it to the corner. Dordt has numbers in the back. With it in the corner is Foreman. Foreman and foul against Midland. Dordt will have a free kick. Didn't see what happened there. But a Midland foul. 8.5 minutes to go. Dordt trails 2-1. Second half goal by Lawnon, assisted by Forsch. And it's Forsch who will bring it up the left-hand side to Domingo. Pablo Domingo wants to change fields. Gives it to Carroll going up the right side. Now Dordt showing a little bit of patience. They'll change it. That's Jansen. Jansen and Menezes. Back and forth. Menezes plays it off of Midland. It'll be a throw coming up for Dordt. Dordt plays it back to Jansen again. Jansen works it around to Forsch. Forsch takes a touch, going to goal. Forsch, early service ball, looking to get it to Lawnon. Nearly offside, but it's taken away by the goalkeeper. And now a dangerous play against number 10 of Midland, who will be called for the foul. Uga Garcia called for the foul. GPAC Player of the Year last year. Offensively. Under 7 to go. Defenders see if they can put some more pressure on the Midland backs here. Midland will carry it out. They'll get it to Garcia. Garcia runs it down. Nice takeaway by the defenders. Jansen with a great takeaway against the GPAC Player of the Year. Forsch Leaves it off for Hansen. Hansen to the corner. To Narcus. Narcus to Hansen. Hansen centers it, and no one there. First one to it is Midland. On the rebound, Jagger. He'll play it wide to Carroll. Dordt building numbers. Carroll into the box. Hit the ground. Dordt not there. Midland the first to it. Jagger touches it wide to Forsch. Forsch splits it. Forsch plays it off. Deflected by Midland. And now it's cleared out by the Warriors. Dordt will chase it down. Jansen will have it. Drops it off to Menezus. Under 6 minutes to go. Well, if nothing else, you have Midland's attention. That's for sure. Midland packing the box on the defensive side. Narcus with a great ball. And nice play by the goalkeeper. Tomas Reyes extending out to control it. Reyes will let his team step. And a head ball goes over to Garcia. Garcia with a centering pass. Running it down is Salmeron. Narcus steps in, takes it away. Narcus from behind will be called for the foul. And they'll stop the clock, and Narcus is going to get a card. Narcus called for the foul from behind and a card issued. Clock stops, 5:06 left to go. Each team with a sub standing at midfield, getting ready to come in. 2-1, Midland with the lead. Midland scored both goals in the first half. Over the final 5-6 minutes of that first half, Dordt with a second half goal. Trying to get the equalizer. They have been for the last 10 minutes or so. Midland will restart. They will send it over to the far side. That is Fujiyawa. Midland with it, just outside the 18. They'll pull it wide to Garcia. And it'll be cleared out by the defenders. Hansen settles. Hansen creates some space. Try to get it to Narcus. Losing it out of bounds is Braden Wright. And we got a sub for Dordt coming in and Midland. Marco Reyes Ruiz back in for Midland. DePaula comes in for Crony for the defenders. 4:20 and counting. Dordt trying to get the equalizer. Trailing 2-1. Salmeron tried to split the defenders' defense. Nothing there. There's Gibson, takes a touch, taken away by the defenders. Dordt looking to counter. Midland is solid in the back. Tom Blazik to Gibson, taken away. Forsch, another early service ball. Lawnon trying to run it down. Takes a touch, and Reyes comes out to get it. Midland looking to clear. Dordt's got a couple of runs left. 3:22 left to go. Narcus runs it down to the corner. Narcus will save it from going out of bounds. See if he can get a corner kick opportunity here. Good ball to Martin Domingo, and he'll shot. Goes over the goal. Dordt actually in total shots, 9-5 advantage. They have put 2 on frame, though, compared to 3 for Midland. Midland, I think, has had just one shot in this second half. It's been Dordt. Of course, Midland with that 2-goal lead doesn't have to be as aggressive. 2:40 left to go. Midland has the numbers advantage. See what they choose to do here. They're looking to kill the game. It's Garcia with it. Garcia to the corner to Salmeron. Kicked out of bounds by the defenders by Jansen. It'll be a throw for Midland. That's clock does not stop on throws, unfortunately. At the conclusion of the broadcast, we are going to announce the State Farm Player of the Game. And we are going to give it to Marco Launen, the senior from Germany. He scored the defender's goal. So Marco Launen will be the Ross Hoekstra State Farm Player of the Game. Minute 43, clock stops. And it will be a Midland throw on the far side, right in front of the defender bench. Dordt kicks it away again. Throw coming up. Clock continues to run now. 90 seconds to go in this one. GPAC opener for both teams. Midland receiving votes in the national poll with a 2-1 lead. Good takeaway by Midland. Coming back to get it was Reyes Ruiz. Now they'll play it over to Garcia. Garcia poked away from behind. Good challenge by Jansen. Narcus in a foot race will try to get to it and does. Narcus has it. Dordt, the amount of runs that they're going to have left dwindling. This is Lero De Paula. Narcus. Time and space, puts it into the box, and the goalkeeper is going to let it come to him. And it'll be played out by Midland. Final 45 seconds. Can Dordt get one more run off here? Jagger will run it down. Levi Jagger, the center back, tries to send it long. Stays with it. Jagger unable to really get a foot on it here. And now he does. Foul on Midland. Dordt's going to get a restart, but they got to go in a hurry. Menezes. Dordt's just going to send everybody up. Menezes sends it short. The flick is on. Dordt there. No, headed out by Midland. And one last clear, and that's going to do it.
2-1.
And Midland is going to get the win. They are going to hold on for a 2-1 victory over the Defenders this afternoon at the Defender Soccer Complex. Your scoring summary: Midland had scored both goals late in the first half. The first one by Thomas Gibson, assisted by Jaime Jerez. And the second half, just 3 minutes later, by Pau Vivas, and assisted by the goalkeeper Tomas Reyes. Dordt would get on the board with a goal by Marco Launen, assisted by Anton Forsch and Levi Jagger at the 74th minute, but come up just short, falling 2-1 to Midland. Dordt now 0-1 in the GPAC, 2-3-2 overall. Midland 1-0 in the conference, and 6-1-1 overall. The player of the game, the Ross Hoekstra State Farm Player of the Game, Marco Launen, will be the player of the game. State Farm serving Sioux County in the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. And again, the State Farm Player of the Game, Marco Launen. We're going to do it for the broadcast. Up next will be the women's contest. That'll be at 5:15 or thereabouts. GPAC volleyball, Dordt leading set 4, 18-17, trailing the match against Morningside 2-1. So go over to the Dordt Media Network and follow that one until our women's soccer game gets underway. Until then, Matt Boss for the Dordt Media Network signing off.